Welcome to the Smarter Money Life podcast powered by Forum Credit Union, your go-to podcast for all things personal finance, where we break down complex financial concepts into simple, actionable steps. Whether you're looking to save more, invest wisely, or plan for your future, we've got you covered. Join us each episode as we bring you expert insights, real-life stories, and practical tips to help you live a smarter money life. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Smarter Money Life podcast. I'm your host, Andy Mattingly, and today we're going to talk about when you should engage with an advisor or a financial coach. Now, there's a common misconception that most people don't need a financial advisor. In fact, many people believe it's only for the ultra wealthy. And this really can't be farther from the truth. Most people are going to need an advisor at some time in their lifetime. And now, it's true that sometimes maybe you need a coach more than an advisor because your financial situation is going in the wrong direction or you're kind of stuck. So if you know the signs and questions to ask that can help you make the best decision on when you should engage with advisors and financial coaches. So I'm going to start with kind of talking about some of the signs that maybe you might now need a financial advisor. You're maxing your retirement contribution and you want to invest somewhere else because you have some more money to invest. Maybe you don't have access to a retirement savings plan and you need to start saving for retirement. Maybe you've inherited or landed $100,000 or more that you want to make the best decision for and what to do with it. Maybe you're 50 or older and you don't have an advisor, so you don't even know if you're on track for retirement. Or maybe you plan to retire in 10 years or less and you haven't been working with an advisor. These are all signs that maybe you need to start thinking about connecting with a financial advisor. Now, maybe there's signs that you might need a financial coach. Maybe you're struggling to make it to your next paycheck and you don't really know what to do. Maybe you're not paying down your debt and you really want to have a plan to pay it down. Maybe you're just not sure how to build savings and how much you need to build even. Maybe you just want to improve your financial situation and you really don't know if you're doing good or where you need to improve. Maybe you have something really big in the future that you want to do and you're wanting to put a plan together so that you can do that. Or maybe you really do want to have a budget work, but everything you try just doesn't work for your situation. Those would all be reasons to reach out to a financial coach. So let's talk about when you're considering hiring an advisor or a coach, what are some of those questions you can ask? Because these kind of questions work for both. First, do they have experience with clients in your situation? You really want to work with someone who's worked with someone that looks like you before because they'll have a game plan and they'll have great strategies and they'll know how to move you forward. You also want to know how they're going to be paid. Basically, what's their fee and what's the model? Because you want to make sure that that aligns with making sure they do everything in your best interest. And then you also want to know what services they offer. If they're an advisor, is it just active management or do they also help you with planning? If it's a financial coach, can they also help you with some other things besides just getting out of debt? Then you also want to know how often they meet with clients and who will it be with. Are you always going to be meeting with them? Or are you going to be meeting with members of their team? And it's fine to meet with members of their team, but make sure you meet the team before you work with that coach or that advisor. Then look at their tools. There's so many digital tools out there and how they give access to your accounts and what information they're going to provide to you and what research you can do and what tools you can utilize on your own because that may help you be even better. And then for advisors, will they also help you with non-investment related financial concerns? Because maybe that's something that you want to make sure that you weave in. So these are all great questions that you can ask any advisor or coach that you want to work with. Now, we've went through some signs that you might need it and what questions to ask, but maybe you still need convincing that you need an advisor or coach. So what can they really do for you? So here are a few things that they can do for you. They will assess your current financial situation and future goals to make sure they're in line with what you want to do. Then from that, they're going to develop a comprehensive plan that addresses all of your major financial concerns. It could be retirement, college planning, what insurance do you need, avoiding estate taxes, budgeting, debt reduction, all of those types of things. They're going to put a plan together for you. And then they also will be there to provide advice if unexpected issues arise in your life, because sometimes you don't know what's going to happen or what life holds for you. You may lose a spouse, your parents may have problems unexpectedly, or your children may have problems. There's all of these things that they'll be there to be a trusted source for you. They also will set up investment accounts for you and invest funds if it is an advisor. If it's a financial coach, they may put together a plan and savings account so that you can start doing those things. And then also, good advisors and good coaches will help you find the appropriate financial products for you, such as insurance policies, home loans, and all those other things. They're not just a single source for you. They help you with all of your financial life. So remember, knowing when to seek help from an advisor or a coach can really make a difference in your financial journey. And we've kind of given you the framework for those signs and those questions and what they can do for you. So if this fits what's going on in your financial life, make sure you seek out the financial advisor or financial coach that can help you make your financial dreams come true. That's all for this episode of the Smarter Money Life podcast. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found our discussion helpful and inspiring. You can find more resources on the Smarter Money Life page at forumcu.com. Remember, making smart financial decisions is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your financial dream. Be sure to tune in next time for more tips and insights on managing your money. Until then, stay smart and financially savvy.